Hey guys, Julia here, and I'm on week 4 of training. Woo, week 4. I'm so excited, almost halfway through. And just gonna give you a video to update what I've been doing. This week was kind of relaxed, but it was a lot of early wake ups, to, I guess, test us to see how we do waking up really early and having 12-hour training days. Which was hard, but you get through it. So let's see, what did I start with last week? Week 3. Week 3 was all about, in-flight service, customer service, serving the customers and how we serve them. And we started on Monday with I would say like a summary of everything that we learned so far, just so we have like a total recollection of what we learned. And then we learned we had a class about the galley, which is, our little mini setup area slash kitchen on the plane. It's called galley. We learned about how we set up our galley, how we set up our inserts before we, take off, and the many different compartments in the galley, the oven, the coffee maker, and stuff like that. And we just got to go and do a checklist and try to find everything ourselves on a plane. And then we did, oh yeah, I'm officially qualified on one aircraft so far, so yay. I took my test on that on Monday, so I passed. Perfect. I have about 5 more planes to go, so I have six planes in total to learn. We also learned about, in a service, how we move the carts and what size carts we use. What are the different carts, one's for beverage, one's for meals and snacks or food for sale, one is for pickup, and how which cart goes before which one and which flight attendant number. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, which flight attendant moves what, and how to set up the cart for your service as well. And on Tuesday we had a class about first class service, so it's all about how we set up the trays and the sequential orders, how we offer them things. For example, the first thing you want to offer someone in first class is a hot towel, and then we're going to ask them what they would like for their meal. And then after that, you would go back, also ask them their beverage of choice with their meal, and how some flights do a pre-departure beverage, so you want to offer that in the initially. Also, what do we use, what utensils do we use to lift the hot plates. We also talked about the linens that go on the trays, and also, floating the tray down in front of them so it looks all nice. And we talk about, what else do we talk about? Alright, we also talked about merchandising. So merchandising, basically, if we're going to serve a product, we say the name of the product. If you're going to serve a wine, you don't say, hey, would you like some red wine or do you want white wine? No. You would say the name of the wine, be like, would you like some, I don't even remember how to pronounce it. But yeah, it's a lot of French wines that are served, I guess. No, there's French wines that we serve, Spanish wines, Italian wines, Portuguese, and so we learned about the different wines and which areas it came in. And then Wednesday we learned about the system that we use for the company that helps us set up our bids and for the month, and how to pick up, where we go to pick up trips, and get rid of trips and stuff like that. Hold on, give me a second. I'm looking on my sheet of paper. Then we had like a customer service class, like, you know, if we had customers on board, how would we want to treat them, recognizing premium customers, and so on. I had another exam, which was an open and manual exam, which was pretty easy, but you gotta make sure you understand how to use your manual, make sure you know how to use the index and the table of contents so you can find things easier. What else? We talked about our alliance program and what alliance we are in and our business partners and how that works. We talked about serving food on a specific aircraft and what kind of services is on that specific aircraft, because some planes are only do domestic and some planes are do international. So the ones doing domestic might not have like huge meals on them because you're doing short flights. Then Thursday we had a wine tasting class, which is pretty cool. We learned we learned about the different wines, and then we had like a plate of cheese, and then we would taste like the different cheese and fruit. We had fruit on the plate too, different cheese and fruit, and like which cheese went with the best wine, and how it changed it made the wine taste better and stuff. Which I'm not really a wine person, but if you are, you're gonna love the class. And especially the cheese, except for that last piece of cheese, I forgot what it was called, but it tasted really disgusting. What else? Sorry for the glare. I don't know why it looks yellow today. I'm gonna have a pimple on my face. Alright, so for my last day of the week, we mainly talked about we had a simulation flight where our instructors would run the flight and we have an actual meal like served that would be served on a plane. And the people who get to sit in first class were chosen at random in our class, and then the rest of the people would sit in coach. And depending on where you sit is depending on where you get the meal. Of course, first class gets the hot meal, then warm nuts, the wine and all that kind of stuff. And then coach, you could still ask for something like a food for sale item if you wanted to buy it. You could do that. But they also do serve you a lunch as well. And I picked a sandwich, which was surprisingly good. And they gave me chips and drink and also a Twix bar. So I was really happy with that. So I didn't mind sitting in coach for that. And then we talked about our raft and sea survival. So the basics, like, what are the 5 essentials or 5 order of ways of raft sea survival, flotation, protection, survival, I think it was survival, resonance, and medical. And then basically like put it into categories, the different items you would get. Like you get like a survival kit in the raft, and like you can get like first aid kits, you can get flashlights, signaling mirrors. You can also get water pills, water for purification kit pills, and all different kinds of stuff. And basically told us like what is the best way. Mentally you have to, if this were ever to happen to you, if you were to get, go down in the sea, how you have to make sure you stay strong, because if you panic as a flight attendant, everybody else is gonna panic, and you have to be calm and just keep going and, lead as best as you can. And basically gives us advice on like, what if this happened, or what if this happened? Like, what if a person was, of course, when you get into the water, you can have cold shock, and that's basically when the water is really cold to your body. So you start to breathe really hard, you start to have high blood pressure, and your heart rate goes up, and how to survive hypothermia, and You know, if you want to warm yourself up, you go into help lessening position. And of course, if you want to do a group, position, you have to make sure that person has a flotation device. Otherwise, you're going to waste your energy trying to keep someone else up. So it's really important, trying to get everybody at least something they can hold on to float on, or a life vest or so on. Of course, it depends if the aircraft is over water equipped, or if the aircraft is not over water equipped. If it's not over water equipped, what flotation devices do you have versus a water over equipped airplane? And that was pretty interesting. And then I had my weekend off, and I was pretty happy with that. It went by pretty fast, and I had this weekend off. I got time to relax a little bit more, because this week seems like it's going to be a little intense just by looking at my schedule. But, well, I'll get through it. I guess I wanted to give some tips about what thing, I guess, helped me the most. What thing helped me the most? So I wanted to show at least one thing a week that helped me the most, like getting ready for class. What thing would help me the most? Like, what thing I brought helped me really well. And so I'm gonna show you. Sorry, it's all dark here. Oops, I dropped it. Alright. Guess I'll sit backwards because it's better lighting. Alright. So this thing helped me the most because all I have to do is put my hair back, like right now. Of course, it's more smooth. And put my hair in a ponytail. And then put, this thing on. And, put a couple scrunchies. And then you're good to go, and bobby pin like the short, loose hair. If you want, I guess I can show you a little way I would do it. And, because of course if your hair is really long, it has to be up. It cannot be down. And of course, if it's down, you could be written up. So just wanted to show you a quick little thing of what to do if you don't really know what to do with your hair and you don't want to cut it. Because of course I did not want to cut it. So give me 1 second, I'll go get my scrunchies. I also have a couple of other things. Hold on, let me go get some scrunchies. Scrunchies. Found one scrunchie. Oh, in my hair. Lols. Okay. Hair is down. It's a little messy, but just trying to show you something real quick. Where the heck did it go? Where'd it go? Oh, I lost my screen, my little bun. Shoot. Alrighty then. Where did my bun go? Seriously? Well then, I guess I'm gonna have to make a separate video because I can't find my bun now that I freaking showed you. Oh well, I'll just make a small video on how to put it on. But yeah, because this video is getting really long. It's already almost like 16 minutes. But yeah, another tip I wanted to say is, I guess I don't know if anybody has this question, but saving up money is really important. If you want to do this job, you know, save up a lot of money because I'm already having trouble. You got it. Depending on the airline, they might not even pay you for training, but they'll pay for you to stay, and they'll pay for your meals. So, and you know, there's gonna be times where you're not gonna want to eat the food that they give you, and you want to go out and eat, or you want to go get shoes because you got the wrong shoes, or you want to go get something to help your hair, or you need to get pantyhose because yours keeps tearing. So my suggestion is to have at least $3,000 in savings before before you decide to do the job, because the money really comes in handy. Because not only that, when you want to go move or go have a crash pad, that costs a certain amount of money per month, and where are you going to get the money to for first month's rent? Or if you're getting an apartment, how are you going to get the money for that first month's rent if you're not going to even get paid because you haven't worked the trip yet when you first graduate? So I highly suggest that you save as much money as you can, because it comes really really helpful. And, you know, get your address, you know, give your address to your family, your friends, have them send you stuff, I guess, like essentials that you may need, because it really does help out. So I highly suggest you do that too. So thanks for watching this video, and I hope you found it entertaining or some helpful, or something you can think about when you're coming into training. So I appreciate all you guys watching the videos, and of course, if you have any questions, let me know. Comment below or send me an email. All right, thank you. Bye.